Colleagues, we are engaged in a serious campaign around our 10% pay claim. It's absolutely about pay, and we're clear on that issue in relation to our members. It's about addressing the detriment that has developed over the last 10 years of UK-driven austerity. But it is also, colleagues, about the status of teachers and about how Scotland as a society values education and values teachers. So it is appropriate that we have come out of the Caird Hall from our AGM here into the square, because we do want to take our message about valuing education and valuing teachers into the community. And over June, local associations have been asked to organise street stalls the length and breadth of this country, because we want to talk to the public, and in particular we want to talk to parents about the reality of what the recruitment and retention crisis actually means for their children. A recruitment and retention crisis that is predicated upon the failure to address excessive workload, and in particular the failure to address pay for Scotland's teachers. And as Megan referenced there, what that recruitment and retention crisis means is that we are not recruiting enough young people into teacher training courses. So the vacancies that exist across science subjects, across maths, across home economics, the vacancies that exist across the country in areas like Aberdeen are going to get worse. And what that means is Scotland's children are going to be cheated of the education service that they require, because without teachers, there is no education service in this country. So we are asking parents and the public to get behind the Value Education, Value Teacher campaign, because it is about pay, but it's also about the future of Scotland's children. Yesterday at conference we passed a number of motions. We renewed our commitment to the 10% claim. We agreed to intensify the action and develop the work that we've been taking forward. And critically, we agreed to make sure that our union and our members are in a state of strike readiness, if need be, come the new term after the break. That means having members who are willing to vote yes for industrial action, if industrial action is required to make Scottish Government meet our demands. We are seeking negotiation, but we are building our capacity to take on the fight if required. And yesterday in Aberdeen, Mr Swinney talked about a renaissance in Scottish education. Of course, the inference of a renaissance is that we are currently in the dark ages. And I suppose for many teachers that's how it feels in relation to workload, conditions and pay. It is a pious ambition of Scottish Government to talk about a renaissance in education if it continues to fail to address our concerns on workload and our concerns on pay. But let us engage in our own renaissance, colleagues. Let us revive and renew the fighting capacity of the EIS as the teacher union in Scotland. Let us use our collective voice and our collective strength to drive home this campaign. Let us force Scottish Government to match our ambitions for Scottish education and Scottish teachers by valuing education and more particularly valuing teachers. Public sector trade unions, colleagues, and I see the Trades Council banner here, and I see some Unison banners at the back, and colleagues who are very, very welcome here. Public sector trade unions have been on the back foot for too long in the face of austerity. It's time to march forward and to march forward together, colleagues. It's time for the EIS to stand up and to stand united. So let's build the campaign, let's renew our energies, and let's win this battle. Solidarity.